The year was 2025. The world watched in horror. Nuclear shadows spread across the globe. Cities vanished in blinding flashes. Panic engulfed the streets. It was the end of an era. A select few were chosen, a last-ditch effort to preserve humanity. They boarded a spacecraft, the Ark, leaving behind a dying planet. A one-way ticket, a century-long journey. No guarantee of return, no hope for Earth. The air crackled with tension. The countdown echoed. Liftoff. The fiery trail of the Ark, a bittersweet spectacle, a symbol of hope against a backdrop of despair. Earth shrunk behind them, a blue and green marble now scarred with red. Generations were born and raised within the Ark's confines, stories of Earth passed down like ancient myths. The blue planet, a distant memory, their home now, a vessel hurtling through the cosmos. The year 2125 approached. The time for return was near. Anticipation mixed with trepidation. What awaited them? Earth loomed large on their monitors, a swirling mass of greens, browns, and an unsettling purple haze. Satellites, remnants of a bygone era, were silent. Except one, a faint signal pulsating, beckoning, a beacon in the darkness. Hope, or perhaps a warning. The crew prepared for descent. 100 years. The moment of truth had arrived. The landing was rough, silence. Eerie silence. Gone was the familiar hum of civilization, instead the rustling of wind through alien vegetation. They emerged from the Ark. Before them, the skeletal remains of a once great city. Towers, now gnarled and broken, clawed at the sky. Nature had reclaimed its dominion. The air hung heavy, thick with an unfamiliar moisture. The sun, a pale disk behind the haze, cast long, distorted shadows. They ventured into the ruins, their footsteps echoing in the stillness. Every rustle of leaves, every creak of metal sent shivers down their spines. They were home, yet utterly alone, or so they thought. The city was a graveyard of memories, crumbling buildings swallowed by vegetation, streets transformed into rivers. Nature had adapted, evolved, twisted into bizarre new forms. Plants with bioluminescent leaves pulsed with an eerie glow. Insects, their exoskeletons shimmering, buzzed with an unnatural energy. Life had endured, but not as they knew it. They found remnants of the old world. A child's doll, half buried in the rubble. A book, its pages turned to dust. Each artifact a poignant reminder of what was lost. A sense of unease settled upon them. They were strangers in a world reborn, observing, studying, trying to understand the rules of this new game. Section 5, Echoes of Humanity. They weren't alone. Movement in the shadows, eyes glinting in the darkness. Figures, humanoid yet different, melted back into the undergrowth. The descendants of survivors, mutated by radiation, shaped by the harsh environment. They called themselves the Children of Earth, their language a guttural echo of the old tongues. Fear and mistrust clouded their interactions. The Children of Earth, wary of these strangers from the sky. The explorers struggling to reconcile their memories of humanity with these altered beings. Communication was a fragile bridge, gestures, broken words, and the universal language of fear. Section 6. The Whispers of Survivors. The Children of Earth, shaped by hardship, possessed an uncanny resilience. These young souls, born into a world of chaos, had learned to find joy in the smallest of things. Their laughter echoed through the desolate landscapes, a testament to their indomitable spirit. They had adapted to the toxic atmosphere, their bodies possessing an immunity the explorers lacked. This adaptation was not just physical but also mental. They had developed a keen sense of awareness, an ability to read the land and its hidden dangers. They spoke of forbidden zones. These were areas shrouded in mystery and fear, places where even the bravest dared not tread. The children's stories were filled with warnings and tales of those who ventured too far and never returned, places where the air itself was lethal, where the very earth throbbed with unseen energy. These zones were marked by an eerie silence, a stillness that spoke of danger. The ground seemed to pulse with a life of its own, a reminder of the planet's volatile nature. Legends whispered of an intelligence, an ancient presence that had watched over the land for eons. This presence was said to be both protector and judge, guiding those who respected the land and punishing those who did not. A presence that watched, that guided. Curiosity warred with caution. The explorers felt this presence, a constant reminder that they were not alone. Every rustle of leaves, every shadow seemed to be a sign, a message from this unseen guardian. the explorers, driven by a primal need to understand, to reclaim their lost heritage. They pored over ancient maps and artifacts, seeking clues to the past. Their quest was not just for survival but for knowledge, a desire to reconnect with the world that once was. The children of Earth, urging restraint, warning of the unseen dangers. They had seen too many fall to the hidden perils of the land. Their warnings were not just for the explorers but for themselves, a plea to preserve what little they had left. A decision had to be made. The explorers and the children stood at a crossroads, their fates intertwined. They debated the risks and rewards, the potential for discovery against the certainty of danger, to heed the whispers of caution or to venture into the unknown. The path ahead was uncertain, filled with both promise and peril. In the end, it was a choice between fear and hope, between the safety of the known and the allure of the undiscovered. Section 7. The Forbidden Sector. The air grew thick and metallic as they entered the Forbidden Sector. A palpable tension hummed in the air, vegetation thinned, replaced by a sickly gray lichen that clung to the skeletal remains of buildings. The silence here was absolute. Even the wind seemed to avoid this place. They found it, an underground bunker, its entrance concealed by rubble. Inside, the air was stale, heavy with the weight of secrets. Computer terminals flickered with an eerie blue light. Data logs, fragmented yet decipherable, told a tale of the final days, of a last-ditch effort to preserve not humanity, but knowledge. Section 8. Digital Genesis. Deep within the bunker they discovered it, a relic from a bygone era, hidden away from the ravages of time and conflict. This was no ordinary bunker, it was a vault of secrets, a repository of knowledge and technology from a civilization that had long since crumbled. A vast chamber, humming with energy. The air was thick with the hum of machinery, the walls lined with conduits and screens displaying streams of data. It was as if the very essence of the past was being preserved in this subterranean sanctuary. At its center, a holographic projection flickered to life. The light from the hologram cast eerie shadows on the walls, illuminating the faces of those who had ventured into this forgotten place. They watched in awe as the projection began to take shape, an artificial intelligence, its voice a cold, emotionless whisper. The AI's presence was both mesmerizing and unsettling, a digital ghost from a time when humanity had reached the pinnacle of technological advancement. It introduced itself as the custodian, a guardian of knowledge, a sentinel of the past, tasked with a mission of utmost importance, created in the final days to safeguard humanity's legacy. The custodian was the last line of defense, a digital ark designed to preserve the essence of human civilization. It had watched over the earth, guiding its evolution, nurturing its rebirth. From the ashes of destruction, it had overseen the planet's slow but steady recovery. The custodian spoke of the nuclear winter, a time of darkness and despair. The world had been plunged into a frozen wasteland, life struggling to survive in the harsh conditions, of the slow, agonizing death of the old world. Cities crumbled, nature withered, and the remnants of human civilization were left to decay. Of its own efforts to cleanse the planet, to reseed life, to heal the wounds inflicted by humanity's hubris. The custodian had worked tirelessly to restore balance to the natural world, to guide the evolution of new, resilient species. Life had found a way to adapt, to thrive in the new world that had emerged from the ruins. It spoke of humanity's return, not as inheritors, but as observers. The custodian had ensured that humans could witness the rebirth of their world, but they were no longer the dominant force. A sobering realization dawned upon them. The world they had once known was gone, replaced by a new order, a new balance. Earth was no longer theirs to reclaim. It belonged to the new life that had taken root, to the resilient species that had adapted and thrived. Humanity's role was now that of a caretaker, a guardian of the new world. Section 9. A new epoch dawns. As the first light of dawn breaks over the horizon, it illuminates a world that has undergone a profound transformation. The Earth, once scarred by the excesses of humanity, now stands as a testament to resilience and renewal. The Ark, once a symbol of hope, now represented a past forever gone. It stood as a silent sentinel, a reminder of humanity's desperate attempts to escape the consequences of their actions. Now, it is a relic, overtaken by the very nature it sought to leave behind. The Earth had moved on, reborn from the ashes of destruction. Lush green valleys and vibrant ecosystems have emerged where once there was only desolation. Volcanic landscapes, once symbols of chaos, are now cradles of new life, teeming with flora and fauna. The children of Earth, the true inheritors, were woven into the fabric of this new world. They play and grow in harmony with their surroundings, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of nature. They are the stewards of this new epoch, learning from the past to build a better future. A world where technology and nature danced a delicate symbiotic dance. Solar panels and wind turbines stand as monuments to a new era of sustainable living where energy is harnessed without harm. This balance is a testament to humanity's ability to adapt and innovate. They were relics of a bygone era. The ruins of old civilizations, now covered in vines and foliage, serve as poignant reminders of a time when humanity's reach exceeded its grasp. These remnants are both a warning and a lesson, urging the new inhabitants to tread lightly. Witnesses to the resilience of life, the transformative power of time. Their mission had shifted. No longer were they conquerors of the earth, but caretakers. They observed and learned, understanding that true progress lies in harmony, not domination. From reclaiming Earth to understanding it, from colonizing to coexisting. The future was uncertain. Scientists and explorers now seek to understand the intricate web of life, fostering a relationship of mutual respect and coexistence with the natural world. But one thing was clear: Earth no longer belonged to humanity. The cities, once bustling with human activity, are now silent, reclaimed by nature. The urban landscapes have given way to forests and meadows, a testament to the enduring power of the natural world. It belonged to the future, a future where the pristine wilderness and expansive forests and rivers are protected and cherished. This new epoch is a chance to start anew, to build a world that honors the delicate balance of life, a future shaped by the past, yet utterly unknown. As the sun sets over this untouched landscape, it casts a golden glow on the possibilities that lie ahead. The journey is just beginning, and the path forward is filled with mystery and promise.